Oops. Up off net? Ah, up off net. What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz the adult. Alright, man, look. Who's in here? Where you at? I don't see nan one of you. Where are you? I see there's 5 people in the building. I don't see one chat. You gotta be somewhere. Let me wait. Oh, Layla, what's going on? Copsy, what's going on? Hell, oh, there it is, brother. Oops. Hey, man, look. HB, what's going on with you? Dio, what's going on with you? Black, 2 sugars. What's going on with every last one of you? Timothy Horton, what's going on with you? Nick Cable, what's going on? Peace and love, ShowBizz, what's going on with you? Ramsey76, salute to you. John J. Doe, Friday Eve, you got it right. Boy, 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 boy. What else we got? Watson. Clap it up. Watson. D'Angelo Thomas, what's going on with Thompson? I'm sorry. What's going on with you? You know, this is a very weird spot of my yard, okay? This is a very weird spot. But we put some chairs out here. And I said, let's do a live stream out here, you know, whatever. Let's see what we got. Thank God for ShowBizz. I'm sick of politics. Yeah, I hear you on that. You are hilarious. My wife and I enjoy your channel. Big E! Boy, 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 boy. What's going on with you and your wife? Nice yard, Biz. Thank you so much. What you hear right now is the AC. The unit is right behind me, but I decided to sit right here. Layla, I like scenic view. The scenic view today. Thank you so much, Layla. My brain, dude. What up today? Well, you know, I was thinking of what makes a heavyweight great. And I know what I think makes a great fighter, a great heavyweight. And the reason why I pointed out heavyweights is it looks like we're going to have one of those eras coming up now where the best are going to fight the best. It seems like that's the case. What's up, J Body? What's going on with you? And plus, heavyweight, boxing does as well as the heavyweight division. Okay, the heavyweight division, that's the glamour division. All right. So I know what I think makes a heavyweight great, but I want to run it by my community to see what everyone thinks. We definitely think together as a community, and we come up with things. And I want our idea of what makes a heavyweight great reflects our community. Great competition makes them great. Great competition. Heavyweights are most exciting weight class. Great competition makes them great. Absolutely. Absolutely. How about winning percentage? That's greatness too. What's up, Griggs? What's going on with you? Devin Blocker. ShowBizz outside all snap. Master of disaster. Heart and a chin. Heart and a chin makes them great. So you, okay. All right, you're talking about things that makes a great fighter. Heart and a chin. Okay. Okay. Heart willing to learn from mistakes and correcting them. Yeah. So that's what made Lennox Lewis great. He avenged all his losses. AJ is doing the same thing, right? He had that very disappointing, very shocking KO loss to Andy Ruiz, and it's one of the most biggest upsets in heavyweight history. And Iron Mike Tyson, it's comparable to the Buster Douglas Iron Mike Tyson upset, where Iron Mike Tyson, though, he never got his rematch with Buster Douglas. He could never avenge it, and AJ he did. Okay, so yeah, I understand that. Longevity, reigning. Hey, does Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder have? Does he has longevity? He reigned for 10 title defenses. Does that count? Like you can have a heavyweight that has 100% winning percentage, but if all he's fighting is non-ranked fighters, how can we say he or she is an all-time great? Bravo. Bravo. Not really. No. Okay. ShowBizz, the power punches. All it takes is one to change everything. Well, Muhammad Ali wasn't a power puncher. Seems great to me. Am I getting a PS5? Yeah, not only me, but I want a show business partner to get one as well when it comes out. Yeah. How about this? If you look at the thumbnail, I'll put Jack Dempsey and Anthony Joshua. Do you know why I did that? Can anybody guess why I did that? Hold on, let me wipe this down. Oh, then I'll spend $1,200. You guys give enough in my super chat, okay? So I use some super chat money and I give you I get a clickbait. No, not at all. I get a PS5 for you guys. Ali had personality too, very likable. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. He also had golly, boy, my brain is getting worse and worse. Howard Cosell. Howard Cosell helped a lot. Anthony Joshua voice, these guys got to be perfect 12 rounds. Mentally resiliency. Yeah, absolutely. Dempsey was the definition of having that dog in him. Oh, absolutely. But that's not why I have Jack Dempsey and Anthony Joshua in the thumbnail. Let's see if we can figure that out. Technique, speed, mental toughness, okay, endurance, I think. You know, all those things, Rocky Marciano, I'm not sure if he actually had. He didn't have technique, he had endurance, he didn't have speed, mental toughness he had. Ali had all these, every all-time great heavyweight has this. No, Rocky Marciano didn't have, he didn't have technique, he didn't have much speed either. So no, I can't agree with that, but yeah, at the very moment, Fury is close to being the best. I think he is the best out the bunch. He took down the monster with the stun shining finish. Yeah, and Joshua would be the test. Yeah. Tell us why, Biz. I'm gonna tell you. Underdog, championship mindset. No, I'm gonna tell you. Marketability. Jack Dempsey. What? He was Mr. Hollywood. Okay. Jack Dempsey was the first. He had the first millionaire purse of any fighter ever, okay? So Jack Dempsey marketability was second to none, especially at that time. And Anthony Joshua, okay? And I'm hoping he could keep that marketability after his Black Lives Matter move, Black Lives Matter's, contribution. He had great marketability. That's right. He's a super duper star, AJ. A great heavyweight has to stand for something greater than himself. Okay. You know, speaking of Jack Dempsey, that was great. That was great into finishing up the discussion with Jack Dempsey. You know, Muhammad Ali wasn't the only draft dodger, right? Well, forget draft dodger. He wasn't the only one opposed to going to war. Forget draft dodger. Forget that I said that. Jack Dempsey was seen as lazy. He was seen as somebody who didn't have integrity because he didn't participate in World War I. You know that, right? So when you talk about standing for something greater, Jack Dempsey, I'm not sure if he had that moment where he stood for something greater. But Jack Dempsey is an all-time great. All-time great. Mark 18, what's going on with you? That's true. Ali had principles and stood up for things. Well, Muhammad Ali is the greatest ever, heavyweight ever. But to be great, you don't have to be the greatest ever, right? Beat 90% of contemporaries and beat 60% of upcoming fighters to be great. Can it be 88% of best? Can it be 58%? Why those percentage so on point? Can any heavyweight be called great in this lackluster era? Yeah, Klitschko is great, okay? Klitschko, he can't help that he was in that lackluster era. But Klitschko reigned like a great one should if he's of that era. Okay, Larry Holmes, lackluster era. But we don't argue that he's not, that he's great. And one can argue that this era of heavyweights can compete against Larry Holmes' era. Think about Larry Holmes. He had Cooney, okay? He had Michael Spinks, who came up from light heavyweight, but gold medalist. Wait, was Michael Spinks a gold medalist? Oh man, I think he was though. Was he a gold medalist? Yeah, I think he was. So yeah, Michael Spinks, Cooney wasn't great. Shavers was old. Ken Norton was old. So yeah, he was. Okay, fighters can't help who they have in their era. Absolutely. Ali, Tyson were the only two that were of total unique styles, different than others in the division. How about Jack Johnson? Jack Johnson changed the game. He was totally different. And Mike Tyson destroyed them all. He destroyed them all. Some people may differ. Some people may say that he had a few losses in there. Biz, who do you have winning? Holmes, Spinks too. I had Holmes winning, but Spinks won officially. Tyson Fury is an all-time talent. I guess so. Because of his abilities at 6'9", okay, 270-something odd pounds. ShowBizz caught you live, man. Finally, just got out of work. Cheers. Love and hate. What's going on with you? Yeah, he's 6'9", 270-something pounds. Can move well for a man that size. He's slick. He's a slick 6'9" fighter. If you look at guys, big guys, in the history of boxing, Riddick Bowe, Lennox Lewis, Tyson Fury, Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, Primo Caranata, Primo, what's his name? Primo Carabana? No, God dog it. Caranera? He got like 100 and something wins, like 14 losses. He fought Max Baer, lost to Max Baer. He lost to Joe Louis. What's his name? Primo. Okay, Primo was 6'6", 235 pounds. No. You good, Biz? Yeah, I'm Carnera. That's right. There you go, John J. Doe. I knew my show business partner's always on it. Someone that can reign in our eras. Hold on one second. What makes one great? I would say first look at his resume. Absolutely. Yo, resume, regulator. Mount up. Who else was big? Jess Willard which, hold on real quick. I do want to say this. When people say that these fighters of today were too big for the fighters of the past, Valuev, that's right. He was 7 feet, right? None of those big boys were like Tyson Gypsy King Fury. So I gotta give you love. Ernie Terrell, what was he? How tall was Ernie Terrell? But anywho, Klitschko was 6'6". Oh yeah, love and hate. Much love to you. But when you talk about 6'6", when you talk about heavyweights now, you know, being too big for guys in the past, I just brought up Joe Louis and Max Baer knocked out Primo Carnera. Joe Louis knocked another guy out. Abe Simon. He knocked him out. How big was Abe Simon? 6'5", 240. He was like a circus freak, Abe Simon. Joe Louis knocked him out. And Joe Louis was only like 6'1". Jess Willard was 6'7", 250 pounds, something like that. Jack Dempsey beat Jess Willard. Hey, look, and if you want to know how good Jess Willard is, Jess Willard knocked out Jack Johnson in the 26th round. He hung in there with Jack Johnson, knocked him out. Jack Dempsey broke Jess Willard's jaw, his nose, knocked his teeth out, broke his ribs at 6'1", 187 pounds. Okay? Jack Dempsey was 6'1", 187 pounds. Jess Willard was 6'7", 240-something odd pounds. So the guys, and the size isn't the only thing that matters. I just want to give that. What up, Biz? Will you be covering all the ESPN fights? Not today. I wanted to go live with you guys. I will be getting off in a quick second. I just wanted to stop by because I didn't make a video today. I wanted to chat shit with you guys, talk about what makes a great heavyweight, and then I'm going back to the wife and kids. Oops. So look, marketability, sensationalism. Peter McNeely is the GOAT. Sensationalism makes for a great heavyweight. Jack Dempsey, he had that. Anthony Joshua, he has that. Now, Tyson Fury, he has that. Deontay Wilder, he has that. And that's what I love about the era today. Tyson Fury, AJ, and Deontay Wilder are three totally different kind of guys. But all three of those guys are dynamic, and they captivate the audience very well. Okay, you got Tyson Fury with a big enough personality to where he can be in WWE. You have Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, all his catchphrases, and to this day and everything he does, people love to hate him. Okay. Then you have AJ, very studious, very stunning looking, upright, charismatic, but people love him. People like him. His personality. He's the good guy, right? And he captivates. Look at how he just sold out many arenas and stuff like that in the UK. So you have and then you have guys coming up, all right? You got guys that want their shot. Dillian White, Usyk, all those guys coming up. Daniel Dubois on the come up. F.A. Ajagba on the come up. You got all these guys coming up. You have Andy Ruiz. How can you forget about him? So this is an era that's going to be great as long as these guys fight each other multiple times. David Haye, Valuev. There you go. That's a great example. Your background is beautiful. Can sleep on the ground. Hey, bro, you have no. I've slept outside many a day. Okay, and a fly flies in my mouth or some kind of gnat or something. It's a terrible thing because I read a lot, so I'm reading a book and but ain't nothing like reading a book, falling asleep on a book. Oh, outside. Oh. So let me get to your questions and everything. AJ does have the dog in him. Got dropped 4 times. TKO came back to win. Rematch. Stop. Yeah. Okay. Remember when Black Sun was over? And Black Sun said that Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder had more dog than AJ? I think they both have the same amount of dog. I think they both have the same amount of dog in him. I think AJ, like you said, got dribbled off the canvas. AJ got up off the ground against Klitschko, knocked out Klitschko. AJ was rocked against Dillian White, then knocked out Dillian White. AJ got dog in him. On top of that, AJ is a good fighter. He is a good learning person. He has proven that he is a next level type of thinker. To where he's like, look, I gotta change things. Not be too heavily muscle, trim down a little bit. He slimmed down. Let me look at the 70s. Let me adapt. Let me adjust. And then he put on a beautiful boxing display against Andy Ruiz the second fight, because Andy Ruiz, he didn't make the adjustments. Yeah, Biz, AJ is willing to learn. Absolutely. AJ will go down as this generation's great, in my opinion. He's achieved more than Wilder in half the time. Yeah, he did. As a pro, also has done as much as Fury, again, in half the time as a pro. His resume is very impressive. So, when everybody was talking about resumes, right? And everybody was talking about what makes you great. I love all your comments. I was seeing them where people were saying, well, it's who you fought, it's your resume, and it's up for others to judge, which is extremely true. AJ has the best resume. It is what it is. AJ has the best resume, but Tyson Fury is on the come up. But even if Tyson Fury fights AJ fought him too. So if Tyson Fury put AJ on his resume, Tyson Fury is on AJ's resume. That just only adds to AJ too. Yeah, I'm not sure. What makes Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder great is his 10 title defenses and his knockout percentage. Um, but will he be an all-timer? Time will tell. He's not getting any younger. Um, and you got guys like, I just saw Chipmunk run across here. Nice little friendly Chipmunk said, "What's up to the ShowBizz the community?" That's ShowBizz the Chipmunk. I don't know where he went, but anyway, will he be an all-time great? Tyson Fury is younger. He got a lot of years ahead of him. AJ also. Time will tell. Joshua has the best resume by far. Yeah, he does. What up, ShowBizz? Just listening in, bro. Ninja K38, MJ Wilson. Shout out to you. How to join the 1 a month? Well, you can join my membership. It's right by the subscribe button. So just hit the join. You'll be right there. Who's on Joshua's resume? Who's on his resume? Everybody that he got a belt from, including you got Joseph Parker. You look at the top 10 list, you know, you got Joseph Parker there, Andy Ruiz twice. You got Dillian White. You got Klitschko. You got Martin. You got forget Takum. Povetkin. Oh, there he is. I should just look at the screen. You got Povetkin. You got some good fighters on this resume. He has the best resume out of everybody. He has the best resume out of everybody. If you look at everybody else, no one has fought Dillian White but him, and he knocked him out. He got but to have Klitschko on his resume as well, have Andy Ruiz twice. Takum was his best win. Oh, Takum's best win. Takum didn't really do much. That's why I didn't say Takum. I don't know. Let's name a random guy from Deontay Wilder's resume and say what's his best win. Who is Luis Ortiz's best win? Who is Luis Ortiz's best win? Oops. But you know Luis Ortiz is a good fighter, right? But Takum, I don't add him. Joseph Parker, yeah. Let's focus on AJ. Got some good wins. ShowBizz, shout me out. Omer, what's going on with you? Bryant Jennings, you see what I'm saying? Wilder's best one is against an old man with high blood pressure. And that old man with high blood pressure was his best win. I think Luis Ortiz is a good victory, though. I'm just saying, if you were to nitpick at somebody's resume, you can nitpick at everybody's. I hate doing that. Nitpick at everybody's, hey, who did he actually and what, and try to break down the guy you hate resume. That's just ridiculous. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Ortiz, top 5 heavyweights. Yeah, he's nice. Ortiz was real nice. I'd still like to see Ruiz versus Ortiz. Yeah, that'd be fire, Brent Jones. Absolutely. Ortiz can beat a lot of guys on the real, bro. Yeah, absolutely. I love your video, ShowBizz to go. King Julian, what's going on with you? Thank you so much. Shout out to you. Wilder had a belt for years, but never unified. Well, that's because AJ was collecting all the other belts. He went on and collected all the other belts, like Thanos. So he went through all the other belt holders and he picked up the belts. And that's the thing. Deontay Wilder and AJ could never agree. But apparently, Tyson the Gypsy King Fury and Anthony Joshua came to a very strong verbal agreement, which lets you know they're going to fight. They're going to have their 2-fight deal. That's going to happen. It's not signed, sealed, but it's going to happen. Good day, Biz and chat. Hope you're all well. Yeah, Alex, you always have something great to say. I love reading your super chats. Deontay scared. Well, that's the overall assumption here. I don't think Deontay was scared of him. I don't think he was scared of him. But he wasn't humble enough to make the fight happen. But I don't think he was afraid of him. I don't think Deontay Wilder is afraid of anybody. Scared? I don't throw scared on many fighters. I really don't. I don't throw fear or many fighters. I know those guys too much. I know of the fighter too much. He turned down 100 million. Yeah, and I think that was due to his advisors. Bucks is so fun. Is there a bear behind you? Oh no, that's my hot tub. It's deflated over there. What's good, Biz? Just tuning in. What's the combo? Well, what makes a great heavyweight? But on top of that, was Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder afraid to fight AJ? And that's going to be I mean, people going to come to that conclusion because he turned down like 120 mil. AJ and Tyson Fury seem to not have an issue making their fight quickly. So okay, this is what that means. So you're like, okay, AJ at least was never afraid to put his belts on the line. So you can throw that away. Because AJ wants to take on Tyson Gypsy King Fury, who just bullied Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. But the thing is, in a sparring session, AJ felt Tyson Fury. AJ felt him. And whatever happens in sparring stays in sparring, but there's a lot of people that said that AJ was getting the best of him. I think Tyson Fury said that himself. No fighter scared of set one. Remember that guy who walked in after the bell and walked out against the Jogba fight? Yeah, that was hilarious. Eddie Hearn's been chasing Wilder since forever. I don't know. There's, I did a video kind of breaking down things. No, it was a live stream, Layla. I think no fighter is afraid to fight, but I think fighters have concerns. Okay, yeah, they have concerns. I did a live stream a couple months back. I think it was around Christmas. You guys remember. And we came to the conclusion that Eddie Hearn, AJ's team, didn't do what was necessary to make the first fight happen. And Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder didn't do what was necessary to make the second fight happen. Are we still in agreement on that? Boxing is fixed for real. They all about the money. That's not true either. That's not true either. Not all the way true. No. It's not. Wilder got beat twice by Fury, let's be honest. I think everybody knows that. I think everybody's kind of... he wasn't afraid. He was just trying to get as much money as he can. 120 million? Who? That's the most money he's been offered. So, Ruiz versus Wilder. Yeah, that'll be fire. I got Wilder on that one, though. No cap. I got Wilder on that one. Do you think Wilder was trying to be undefeated? Do you think that's why he was selected? Well, Deontay Wilder, hold on, wait a second. Deontay Wilder was selective with his fights to a point. This guy was fighting with torn biceps. This guy was fighting with the stomach flu. This guy had a fight with Tyson the Gypsy King Fury in February, and then he snuck in that fight with Luis Ortiz just 2 months and a half before. He was putting himself in a position where he can definitely lose. Deontay Wilder was he has a lot of ego. He didn't think he was going to lose. Oh, wait a minute. Boxing 314, a Savage member. Boy. He was fighting with heavy suits. Fury #1. I think Deontay Wilder, I think his team wanted to be smarter. I think Deontay Wilder was tired of it. I think Deontay Wilder wanted to take more risk. I think he did. I think he felt he could knock everybody out, and I think he wanted to. His advisors, look, what's his guy's name? Shelly Finkel. Remember how Finkel was talking for Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder? Those words that was coming from Shelly Finkel wasn't coming from the Bronze Bomber. If you look at when they were talking leading up to that Brazil fight, when they were talking about the DAZN deal, it was Shelly Finkel who was just puppeteering Deontay Wilder. And I was mad about that. I made a video like, stop being a puppet. Stop being a puppet. But I think Deontay Wilder wanted to be more savage. I think Deontay Wilder wanted to take more chances. And I think he wanted to prove his greatness. The problem is, Deontay Wilder, his technique stinks. And he's just not good enough. That's all. Power puncher. But where he was in his career, technically, skill-wise, he wasn't good enough, and he thought he was. he thought he was. And I understand that. He thought all I need to do is land a punch. Well, if you're good enough, you can keep Deontay Wilder in a position to where he can't even throw that punch. You know what I mean? Do you think Wilder should do in a third fight? What should he do? I've said it many times, man, what he should do. He has to be athletic and throw that right hand from different angles. He definitely got to keep throwing the right hand because that's all he got. But he has to use his athleticism and throw it off time and look for a one-hitter quitter. And keep throwing it to raise the chances. Too late in the game for him to learn how to box. He can learn some, but not enough to make a big difference. Big facts. Big facts. We'll see who the best after the rematch in a couple of months. I don't know, Wolf. I don't know if yeah, Stefan's going crazy. I can't even. I don't know if we'll see who. Only if Tyson Fury wins. This is what I mean. If Deontay Wilder knocks out Tyson Fury, is he the best? Think about it. If he knocks out Tyson Fury, is he the best? Let's talk about that. Wilder can get better, like you said, bounce around and throw the right hand. Yet, no, he wouldn't be. He wouldn't be Jay Cooley. Nope. Kinda. I guess you can say kinda. Buster Douglas was kinda the best when he knocked out Tyson. You know what I mean? ShowBizz, right until his very next fight when Holyfield knocked him out in the third, fourth round, whatever that was. ShowBizz, I think we still didn't see the best of AJ yet. I agree. AJ was very green, and he didn't show any elasticity in his technical ability. Not like that. Until he went to the drawing board and he came out a brand new fighter against Andy Ruiz. Like I said, if he mixes the two, which I think he was prepared to do against Andy Ruiz, but he figured, I'm running away with the fight. Let me just get my belts. But if because people act like AJ is now Muhammad Ali. They act like he's a shifty, dancy a boxer, but they forget he's a devastating puncher. AJ is the second hardest puncher in the game. Okay, so if you mix the two, then I'm feeling funny about calling it for Tyson Fury. AJ is an enigma right now. If he successfully mixes, you feel what I'm saying? Boxing's so fun. If he successfully mixes his boxing ability with his punching and those combinations he was throwing, I'll be reluctant. If I start seeing or hearing anything like that, I'll feel funny about that Tyson Fury fight. If he fights Tyson Fury like he did Andy Ruiz, he loses. If he fights Tyson Fury like he fought Andy Ruiz the second time, he loses. If he fights Tyson Fury like he fought Andy Ruiz the first time, he loses. If he's a mixture of the two, oh shit. Biz, do you think Fury might overlook Wilder in the third, or does he just know he can outbox or fight him anyway? Massive disaster. He doesn't overlook Deontay Wilder at all. He didn't do that. He hasn't done that with anybody, especially Deontay Wilder. He brings his A game. He knows. And he's destined for greatness. He wants his legacy intact. But here's another thing. If Deontay Wilder beats Tyson Fury, he beats a great Tyson Fury. If he beats him, you ain't going to hear what you heard from Deontay Wilder fanboys coming from Tyson Fury to Gypsy King Fury. Oh, there was something in his glove. His glove was floppy. Oh, he cheated. There was something in the water. It wasn't. Tyson Fury always prepared. If Deontay Wilder beat him, he beats a great Tyson Fury, period. But what I always say, every great fighter needs an ass whooping. That makes you great. And Tyson the Gypsy King Fury, he has hit rock bottom in life. Look, let me tell you when you're going to see the best Errol the True Spence. Post-accident. That was his ass whooping. He hit rock bottom. That was his check. If Errol the True Spence, it looks as though he learned a valuable lesson about staying committed all year round. AJ, he hit rock bottom. You feel me, Brent? AJ hit rock bottom. After getting dribbled off the canvas against Andy Ruiz. This is the best AJ you're gonna get. This is the best AJ you're gonna get. And let me tell you something. This is the best Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder you're gonna get too. And my thing about Deontay Wilder is if he loses after being the best he can be, okay, I think he's just going to say, I can't beat that kid. I can't beat Tyson Fury. But I think he's going to continue fighting. I really do. I really do. But this is the best you're going to get from him. Biz, you know your damn shit speaking facts. Thank you so much. AJ has no chin to beat Wilder. Well, Wilder showed that he can drop Tyson Fury. He dribbled Tyson Fury off the canvas. He showed that he can drop him. It doesn't matter. What did one of the GOATs, Floyd Money Mayweather, what did he say? It doesn't matter how hard you can punch. If you can't hit me, what's the problem? Tyson Fury put Deontay Wilder in a position where he couldn't put mustard on his punches. He couldn't hit you how he wants to hit you. AJ, he felt he knew how to beat Deontay Wilder. Tyson Fury demonstrated, and it made him feel more solid on how he felt. Look, if I make him miss that right hand and I counter, here's the thing. If you're rocking Deontay Wilder, you can discourage him from throwing that right hand with conviction. But on top of that, until he hits you with it, like he did with Luis Ortiz. Once he hit it and he saw that he could, it was 99. I'm talking about that first fight. And Deontay Wilder, he's a dog. He's definitely a dog. But not heart-wise, but he'll panic with that right hand if you keep some punches in his face. And I'm talking about skillful shots. So I think AJ knows. Having a great chin or not. Yes, Bilka, whew. But I said skillful punches. Spilka was just coming in wild. I'm talking about skillful, top, great fighters type of punches. People don't understand. This, I think I spelled it wrong. People don't understand. Let me tell you what people don't understand. All pressure can't beat Deontay Wilder. Skillful pressure can. Just pressure him. That ain't going to work. You're going to get knocked the hell out. But skillful pressure, like what Tyson Fury was doing, when to wrap him up, how to push him, keep him off balance, when to move your head, how to counter him, how to land some shots of your own. Skillful pressure is different. When I say Henry Armstrong would beat Floyd Money Mayweather, people are like, hey man, he weathered the storm against Maidana. Henry Armstrong was a pressure fighter, yeah, but Henry Armstrong was a skillful pressure fighter. Iron Mike Tyson, skillful pressure fighter, okay? Marvelous Marvin Hagler, skillful pressure fighter. It's not just pressuring Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, it's doing it with skill. So Spilka didn't have the skill. Deontay Wilder knocked him straight out. Wilder has skill. Okay. Yeah, he could throw that right hand skillfully. He's a skillful knockout artist. You're right. He could throw that right hand skillfully at the right distance. He's a sniper. If he's in that tower and he's in his comfort zone, pow, he got you. But if he's running in the middle of the field and everybody's shooting, and there's people who skillfully shooting back, that sniper, he got that one shot. He's not going to do well, okay? But he's skillful from that tower. He's skillful from that tower. Skillful pressure. That's a good way to put it. Absolutely. What do you call Andy Ruiz? A fantastic, well-rounded boxer. Fantastic. Andy Ruiz is fantastic, and he always been fantastic. You guys know I said Andy Ruiz can box before the first AJ fight. I was like, man, I don't know. That Andy Ruiz can box. Remember I was saying that? I was like, man, that's short notice. I don't know. Remember I was saying that? I said, I got AJ winning, okay? Because Andy Ruiz looked scared in the stare down. I didn't understand how Andy Ruiz worked in his head. He has the same pleasant face all the time. I thought he looked scared. I thought he looked happy to be there. So I misread him there. I was totally wrong there. But skill-wise, I knew that he was there. And I knew that he threw punches in the fire. And I knew that AJ, when he thinks he has you hurt, he opens up, just like Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. Which is why I think Wilder and AJ will end in a knockout, whoever knocks out who. Best analyst I've heard about Wilder so far. Analysis, sniper, spot on. Absolutely, absolutely. Usyk can beat them all potentially. Yeah, Usyk is a problem for all of them. The only I think Tyson Fury is the biggest problem and always been. Always been. The guy is just, that's a huge hill to climb, literally. People say AJ beat a old Vladimir, but he looked great. Yeah, that was the best I've seen Klitschko look in years. The one that fought AJ, that was the best he looked in. Was he old? Yes. Just like Pacquiao was old against Keith Thurman. But that was the best I've seen Pacquiao in a minute. That was the best I've seen Klitschko in years. He was throwing hands fast. He was looking good. I'm sorry. Klitschko was looking good. It could have been the same Klitschko against Tyson Fury, except for Tyson Fury's style didn't match up well. Or it wasn't an as good Klitschko. I'll tell you this. That was a good Klitschko that night. I was proud of that Klitschko, and I was happy that I saw that fight. That fight was amazing. I never seen Francis as a boxer, so I can't say. I would go with Deontay Wilder until I see Francis as a boxer. Agree with Klitschko point. Yeah, that young cat, Daniel Dubois, is calling them out. Yeah, Daniel Dubois is going to be a problem. He's a problem. And I love it. I love that there's a future. There's guys coming. I like that. Pause. Larry Holmes was 52 when he beat Butterbean. Layla, so skillful pressure beats Wilder. What beats Fury? Busyness. Skillful busyness. Skillful busyness. Because, let me tell you why. Because Tyson Fury, he does that feint, he step, right? You got to box him. You got to box him, but he got to be busy. He does that feint, and he keeps you. Think about the guys he beat. Wilder. Wilder can't put together, he can't string together 3 punches. He can't, without them looking like this. Wilder can't string together 3 to 4 punch combinations, all right? Klitschko was throwing 1 punch every round, okay? Think about the guys he beat. That's why a lot of people think that AJ would beat Tyson Fury. If you got a guy like Evander Holyfield, combinations, yeah, busyness, move his head, boom, 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 and then step back. And Klitschko throws his punch, bam, hit him, bam, boom, 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 bam, boom, 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 step back, bam. Like Holyfield, that'll beat Tyson Fury. That'll beat him. Because Tyson Fury can't keep up. He wouldn't be able to keep up the rate. He wouldn't be able to keep the rate up. That beats him. If you are a busy heavyweight and you have stamina like Evander Holyfield, you'll beat him up. You'll beat him. You'll beat him. But you gotta be skillful. Facts. Yeah, that's why a lot of people think felt that. That's why a lot of people, yeah, Brent Jones, that's why a lot of people think AJ would beat him. Because AJ got that. Bam, bam, boom, bam, uppercut, boom, boom, bam, boom. You know what I mean? People think, man, that'll beat him. Because bam, boom, bam. And then he's trying to keep you from being busy. He does that, yeah, right. But he's slow. And that's what I say. That's what I say. But AJ got those combinations. But it's not at the speed. It's not at the speed. I agree, but you will have to be super busy. Yeah, you have to be super busy. You know, that's why I said these heavyweights today. But if you got a heavyweight from the 90s, look at those heavyweights from the 90s. Bam, 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 boom, boom, bam, boom. Look at Ike Biabuchi. Look at those guys. Yo. He has deadly combos. Awesome demonstration, Biz. Thank you so much. He has deadly combos, but I think they're a bit slow. A lot faster, right? You haven't seen anybody go to his body. Not like that, nah. Because heavyweights don't do that today. Holyfield in his prime beats all the current heavyweights same night. Greatness is defined by one's drive to accomplish an impossible task when all odds are stacked against him or her, and creatively getting to that goal to the best of their abilities. All these naps came out of nowhere. I just kicked them up from the even in defeat. Facts. Big facts. Got to go to his body. Yeah, go to his head too. I don't agree with you, ShowBizz. That's solid, man. That's solid. So I don't know. I don't know what to say. Dane Dubois versus Wilder. It's a good fight, man. Like I said, I think Dubois can fight Wilder now. That's a good fight, man. Damn, that's a good fight because Daniel Dubois is going to put pressure on Wilder. That's a good fight. That's a good fight. My only thing is Deontay Wilder has 10 titles. He has 10 times that he fought on the big stage. That's going to help Wilder. And he was dribbled off the canvas by Tyson Fury. So he's been knocked out in front of the world. Okay? So that's going to help Deontay Wilder against Daniel Dubois. The experience. But that's a good fight. Oh, Ninja, thanks for the super chat. ShowBizz, a good butt whooping shows a boxer his level of skill at the point in time, but champions adapt and adjust to go to the next level. Wilder can do the same, hopefully. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. How do you know what you need to do to improve if you don't meet resistance? Let me tell you something about combat sports, dog. Let me tell you something about combat. Combat is just self-improvement. That's all it is. Combat is just self-improvement. That's all it is. That's why I said boxing is a great metaphor for life. It's not about being undefeated. It's not. At the end of the day, it's not. It's about being a warrior and improving, self-improving and adjusting. Did Marvelous Marvin Hagler have defeats? Yes. And he adjusted and he improved and he figured things out. He quit right after Sugar Ray Leonard. He couldn't handle that because he thought he won. But at the end of the day, Sugar Ray Leonard, look at Duran 1, then Duran 2. Look at Duran's career. Look at Sugar Ray Robinson's career and all those. While people are judging these fighters, okay, and putting them on this standard of where, hey, he lost, so I guess it's over, then that means they must not have flaws themselves. Why put somebody at a huge standard where they can't show any weaknesses? He showed a weakness this guy hadn't. Well, this guy probably didn't meet the type of resistance that's necessary for him to grow. For somebody to take advantage of those weaknesses so he can grow. That guy just didn't meet that guy yet. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, everybody got to have these flaws. And I don't know why we nail everyone to, I don't want to say that, why symbolically, but why we crucify all these fighters. Why we crucify all these fighters when we have flaws of our own. It's just about self-improvement, pushing yourself to the limit, adjusting and growing. That's really what it is. Yeah, you didn't know my hair is actually red, man. That's that, now that I know, that's that Irish. I told you guys I'm 33% Irish, right? So when I found out how I'm 33% Irish, I'm like, dog, that's why the hair is red. You know what I mean? But I'm Ethiopian. The rest is Ethiopian. Okay? Yoruba. That's where I'm my descent, I think it's a tribe. From the Yoruba people. That's where I'm from. But the red, I think, is from the 33% Irish, bro. I think. Mayweather made the unbeaten important. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, it's in Nigeria. Okay, that's right. Yes, so I'm Nigerian and Ethiopian. Yoruba, yeah. That's the where I'm from as far as my Nigerian half. So I have Nigerian. Wait, hold on. Yeah, Nigerian background, mostly Ethiopian. But the Yoruba people, and it was funny how they narrowed it down to that. Yeah, that's where I'm from. So what's up, brother? You're my brother. AJ is too? What the hell? Maybe that's why I understand AJ so much. When I can identify with AJ so much. Maybe that's why. You going live for the members later? Not later today, but I'm going live for the members maybe tomorrow. Boy. So you're not black. I'm not black. I just said Nigeria and Ethiopian. I just said Nigerian and Ethiopian. Yoruba, dog. My girl's Nigerian. Word. You do look light skinned. Yeah, I'm light skinned. Do I think Wilder was drugged? No, I know scientifically that he wasn't because they passed the drug test. Both of them did. BK put the clown face. Really, Cinder? Can you send that to me? ShowBizz, the adult at gmail.com. Can you email me something like, I would like to know. I'm totally ignorant on Yoruba people. But when I saw that, I'm like, that sounds familiar. I actually, it's funny, I actually put that in a rap song. Hole in My Head, it was called. I said something like, give me a drink, Yoruba. Something like that. But I didn't know exactly what all I was referencing. But it ended up being my people. So, man, AJ's Yoruba, yeah, that's dope. You smoke crack? No, but I was going to say something very evil to you. I was. But you can't project negativity. That comes back. I was going to say something to follow that up. Very evil. But anyway, I gave him $1. In their prime, Morgan Freeman versus Bill Cosby. I got Bill Cosby, bro. I got Bill Cosby. You'll know your home when you get there. Much love. Be the better man. Actually, you scared me. You ain't light skinned. Don't stoop to their level. No, bro. Dude, because here's the thing. I'm hyper everything. So when I'm laughing, I am laughing. Okay? When I'm angry, it switched just like that. You know, so when that fool says something, something just almost came out that was so bogus. But how much does that help me? If you put a pick through your head, it's gonna hurt, bro. Yeah, that's why I don't. That's why I don't. I'm just letting that knotty dread up. I don't even care, bro. I really don't care. Actually, like I said, it's a statement that me and my older brother, ShowBizz the brother, is making. So yeah, we're letting it grow. Nice view, ShowBizz. Thank you so much. He's leveled out. You ever tried weed? No, I don't smoke. I don't drink anymore. It behooves me not to drink. So I don't drink anymore. And I never smoke. Never. Anger doesn't help at anything. No, it doesn't. Bro, you control yourself very well. Thank you so much, man. 1992 Riddick Bowe. Which fighters could beat him in history? That's a good fighter. That's a good fighter. There's not going to be a lot. I agree. There's not going to be a lot. I think Larry Holmes will get him. I think Ali will get him. I think Mike Tyson and him makes a great fight, but I think Mike Tyson wins. You saw with Holyfield and him, they were like, 1-1. I think Lennox Lewis beats him. It gets funny then, though. I don't know how Jack Dempsey does against Riddick Bowe. I don't know. I think that's a good fight. I don't know how Rocky Marciano does against that Riddick Bowe. Frazier, I don't know how well he does. That Riddick Bowe was very, very hard to beat. So I hear you. Hold on, I got a super chat. Nice yard. Or is it a park? No, it's my yard. Thank you so much. That's great, brother. I smoke weed. Keep me calm. I hear you on that, Merle. I hear you on that. I got nothing against you. Yeah, 93 Holyfield, 92, 93. I mean, that's the same guy. Yeah. Best version of Bowe versus the best version of AJ. I got Bowe. But maybe I haven't seen the best version of AJ. Right? That's what we're talking about. Maybe I haven't seen the best version of AJ. Do what you got to do, I guess. Yeah. We'll have Joe Rogan change your mind about weed. Yeah, he probably would. I've listened to Joe Rogan. He's a brilliant human being. Brilliant human being who can talk about anything. And when I listen to him, he says a lot of stuff about experimenting with drugs and stuff like that, and mushrooms and hallucinogens and all those things, and it's very interesting. I just don't. I just don't. I don't. I don't. If I'm already a crazy thinker now, bro, I'm a crazy thinker. Like, right now I'm reading a book called well, I was just reading it earlier today. What was it called? How does the world exist? Or really, the book is a science book pretty much, and it's breaking down. Did the universe come from nothing, or was it infinite? And dude, I look at that stuff, man. I think about a whole bunch of stuff outside of boxing. I honestly do. Boxing is my fun safe haven. But if the way I think and what I go through, dog, I'm with Ms. Biz. What the conversations I have with Ms. Biz, she's probably tired of it, bro. Let me see. Best version of AJ is when he beat Klitschko. I don't know. Mind blowing. Yeah, it is. It is. Do Mayweather versus Corley. Well, Chop Chop. Well, actually, Floyd did a good job on Chop Chop. You know, I thought that was around that time when Floyd was moving up and he was just taking on challenges. And on his way up, I was feeling nervous for him. When those I didn't know where he was. I didn't know how good. I knew he was good at his weight class, but when he was moving up, going up against Castillo, and when he first fought Diego Corrales, when he fought Sean Bay Mitchell and Chop Chop Corley, when he was doing that, and Arturo Gotti, I was like, man, when he fought Chop Chop, I was like, bruh, because Chop Chop, the prime Chop Chop, I was like, bruh, Mayweather, you got some King Kong balls, okay? Even when he fought Sean Bay Mitchell, I was like, man. And when Chop Chop rocked him, I was like, but Floyd showed that great chin that he had. He recovered quick. Not a lot of people even remember that Chop Chop rocked him. He recovered quick, and he went on to get busy. He went on. That's why when people talk about Floyd, I lived through Floyd. A lot of you have too. I lived through Floyd. So I remember Pretty Boy Floyd. He was a hungry fighter. You know, when he got the money, he was still, look at the guys he was still fighting. He wasn't going to fight Cotto at a catch weight. Fought him at 154. He fought him at Cotto's weight class. He wasn't going to fight Oscar De La Hoya at a catch weight. He jumped up to fight Oscar De La Hoya. When he jumped to fight Zab Judah, then he did the thing of integrity by fighting Baltimore, who beat Zab Judah. Floyd was fighting Maidana twice. He could have just fought him that one time. It was a tough fight, terrible fight for him, uncomfortable fight for him, and he could have left it alone. When he fought Ricky Hatton was undefeated. It wasn't like, somebody's got to go. Floyd, I think he's criticized unfairly. I don't think he's the GOAT by no means. Like I said, I think, man, look, I don't know if I put Floyd in my top 20. He may be in my top 20 of all time, but you don't have to be ranked number one to be a GOAT. There were a lot of fighters, a lot of great fighters, and he's one of them. That's good enough. And I think he's judged unfairly, okay? The guy was a bad boy with integrity who took on a lot of great fighters. His resume is beautiful. Sugar Ray Robinson's the GOAT, man. And right behind him is Henry Armstrong. And Ali and Willie Pep and Sam Langford and Fulmer, and you guys know Joe Gans and Joe Lewis and Archie Moore and Ezra Charles and Roberto Duran and Sugar Ray Leonard, and you know how it goes. if you know boxing, you know how it goes, dog. Harry Greb, and you know how it goes. You know how it goes. And Floyd is great. He is great. Monsters, the 90s heavyweights will beat today's heavyweights back in the day with speed and combinations. Absolutely. I keep telling people, man. I keep telling people. Tim Witherspoon would be a champion today. I'm sorry. Bone Crusher Smith will be a problem today. Razor Ruddock will be a problem today. He'll be a problem today. Mitch Green, James Quick Tillis would be a problem today. 100. 100, bro. 100. Ray Mercer would be a problem today. And all those guys were together. Big George Foreman, Tommy the Duke Morrison, Lennox Lewis, Evander the Real Deal, Holyfield, Riddick Bowe, Iron Mike Tyson. They were all together. They were all together, bro. So, yeah, the 90s had the Andrew Galata, all of them together. American Patriot, shout out to you. I love the name, by the way. 1776, that's dope. I like that. This is actually a weak era. Yeah, actually it is. But it's better than the Klitschko era. Pinkley Thomas, Alex Stewart, those boys, they get busy today. They get busy today. Henry Tillman, Tyrell Biggs, Michael Dokes. But Michael Dokes like late 80s, but still. I'm 31. Bucks is so fun. Oh, you 31? Word. Yeah, David Tua, Ike Biabucci. Come on, bro. That's why Tyson has a chance today. You talking about him right now. Yeah, I understand that. 100% agree. Yeah, Brent, Layla, thanks. I hope so. Oh, you're talking to 39. What do you think of Bruce Lee? I think Bruce Lee is one of the greatest philosophers of our time. I still learn from Bruce Lee, not just his movies, but his... Anybody read his Jeet Kune Do book? You got to read that. Bruce Lee, I think if you're going to be in combat sports and love combat sports, you got to read his book. But he's one of the greatest philosophers, period. Not just of fighting, but period, of our time, okay? I think that Bruce Lee was a great martial artist, and I think he was a warrior. I think he thought combat sports was the way to becoming a dragon, okay, spiritually. His philosophies on winning a fight was different than movies. Bite somebody when you're in trouble. Bite them. Kick them in the nuts. Okay? He was thinking on a street fight combat sense, and people only see him as a movie guy when he was really just, he was demonstrating his philosophy on the movies, in the movies. So yeah, Bruce Lee has 0 fights. That's not true. Bruce Lee had 0 competitive sport fights. He had many street fights. Okay, I don't know which one you count to be most important. Somebody can tell you that you had 0 fights, but you fought. You had some scraps, and nobody could take that from you. Bruce Lee had a lot of street fights, many street fights. So against other martial artists, which is more dangerous. There's no referees in street fights. People think great elite fighters are a dime a dozen. Right? Nah, not a dime a dozen. He used to fight on the rooftops. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Didn't he fight a guy? He beat him in like a couple seconds flat in order for him to teach his philosophy to Western people, to the States. Look, and I know that was also in the movie, but that wasn't a movie thing. That was a real thing. Yeah, the 1-inch punch is incredible. The 2-finger push-up is incredible. Do a 2-finger push-up. See if you don't snap your fingers half. No, it was 5 minutes, Biz. Okay. Oh, yeah, you're right, Buxton. So you're right. It was actually a life and death fight. You're right. It wasn't a quick fight. You're right. You're right. It was a life and death fight. That's right. Bruce Lee was in a tough fight. Yeah, he was disappointed of how much of a struggle it was. You're absolutely right, because but that guy was one of the best fighters over there that they can offer. Oh, Noop. Boy. Finally a member, man. Shout out to you. You're absolutely right. He has 0 recorded official fights. Yeah, that's right. 0 recorded official fights. If that's the only thing that mattered to you, then I'm not sure how much of a warrior you are. Honestly. When people are training to become a martial artist, they're not training to become a martial artist so they can enter the octagon. It's for self-defense. Real fights, self-defense. So if that's the only thing that matters to you, I'm not sure of how much of a warrior you are. I'm not sure how you really thinking. Do you think Pac would take on... wait, Who do you think Pac would take on between Spence and Crawford? I don't think, let me tell you something, Brent. I think Pac wants to be undisputed. I think Pac-Man is crazy. On that, black, 2 sugars. I think Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao is insane. I do. He is a warlord. He may fight Spence, yeah. But he may fight Crawford because Bob Arum make things happen. Thank you so much. Nice yard. Thank you so much. I pride myself off that. Yeah, Brent. Look. I'm gonna reason with you guys. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. This is gonna burn my lips to say because I know I have many show business partners from around the world, okay? And many in the Philippines, but I'm gonna spit it out, all right? My backyard look like a green screen. Thank you so much. I'll tell you something about my backyard in a minute. Pac-Man Pacquiao is going to lose his next fight. I said it, dog. Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao is going to lose his next fight. You think so too, Brent? How rude. I know. I know, dog. I know, dog. I know. I agree. He's been on too long. Yeah. Let me tell you. I told you guys a story. I told you guys a story before the Keith Thurman fight. Right? I told you guys the story of my dog. Okay? I love Pac-Man too. I told you guys a story. 10K subs just left the building. Yeah, BK. I told you guys a story about my dog growing up. And I said my dog was old. And on his way out, he had a stroke. And we took him to the vet to put him down. My dog, he had an African name, by the way. Ethic. We gave him an African name, Ethic. That just feeds off of my Nigerian Ethiopian background that I was speaking about earlier. And we went to take him to the vet to put him down. And he lit up like the 4th of July. His eyes glue. He was barking, no one's going to put me down. And we said he was back. The next week he died. Okay? Hold on. I know that's a very dim, terrible story. I understand that. But since then, I was noticing things. I was knowing up ethnic. I was noticing that every dog, every fighter, everybody, before they go, before it's over, they have one last shining moment, right? Evander the Real Deal Holyfield versus Iron Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? They have that shining, they had that shining moment. Roy Jones Jr. versus Ruiz. They have that moment when they're getting old and they have Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao had that moment against Keith Thurman. Muhammad Ali had that moment against Leon Spinks. He had that moment when he blew that kiss to everybody at the end. He was sitting on somebody's shoulders and he blew that kiss at the end, but he went on past that, took on loss against Larry Holmes, Trevor Berbick. Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao had that moment when he took on Keith Thurman. Yep, Lewis versus Tyson. ShowBizz, I disagree. Only Pac-Man can speak for Pac-Man. Okay, but we've been speaking for everybody else all live, right? Only Pac-Man can speak for Pac-Man, but we've been speaking for Tyson Fury, AJ, Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder, even people who's dead and gone, Jack Dempsey. We've been speaking for everybody the entire live stream. But when it comes to Pac-Man, shh, I'm just being unbiased. I have to agree with you. Yeah, Brent. Yep, I just got in here right now. ShowBizz, how do you become a member? Hit the join button. It's right by the subscribe button. If you can't see it, it's because you have an iPhone. So you have to go to your laptop. I'm telling Johnny Boy what you said. Yeah, Johnny Boy. Johnny Boy loves Pac-Man. Don't tell Johnny Boy. BK, how you know? You be on Johnny Boy's I go by Johnny Boy's channel maybe once a week. Maybe once a week. That guy be snapping, man. He's done with everything. And people hate Johnny Boy for it too, but I understand why. He can't take fanboyism. He can't take it at all. He can't take it. Brendan Engel, Nazim Hamed versus Nazim Hamed versus Floyd Mayweather. I know, I get that. I got Floyd. ShowBizz have heard Fury versus Joshua's on. I did a whole video on it. What's up, my guy? BX, what's going on? Brooklyn, New York. Pac isn't done yet. Okay. Okay. The most brutal boxing button. Yeah, absolutely. My Zone versus Ray Robinson. Man, bro. I hate to say it. I got my Zone. I got my Zone that fight. I hate to say it. I've thought about that fight. I got my Zone. The best of Sugar Ray Robinson was at welterweight. Yeah, dude, I got my Zone. Twin Roots 420. Boy. Welcome to the membership. But understand, on the membership, we don't just talk boxing. We talk a whole bunch of different stuff. Favorite thin man in boxing. Earns. ShowBizz, congratulations to ShowBizz the kid, and graduating Just Blaze, man. Thank you. ShowBizz the kid graduated 8th grade. A lot of people thought he graduated high school. That boy's growing fast. He's a bad boy. Everything I have left, I just, I'm an old man now, so I look at ShowBizz the kid coming up with his vigor, his attitude, just like his daddy, just like me. ShowBizz the kid could have done a lot of things. I raised him to become a boxer. I'm not sure how many of you guys know that, but I raised him to be a fighter. But he took karate, he took boxing lessons. I taught him. But he fell in love with football. The hitman. Why isn't there any body shot KOs in boxing, in heavyweight boxing? Because them guys, their stomachs don't allow them to bend over that far. The guys are too big and out of shape nowadays. Is ShowBizz the kid your only boy? No. ShowBizz the child. His name is Knox. ShowBizz the child. He's 2 years old. That's my baby. That's my baby. I got a 2-year-old. ShowBizz the kid and Busy Baby are from my first marriage. ShowBizz the child is my 2-year-old from Ms. Biz. So yeah, ShowBizz the adult got around, people. He got around. Castillo beat Mayweather. Yeah, every time I judge, I scored that. Castillo won. He beat him. Hopefully not a bully. No, that's why I raised him to be a fighter. Fighters aren't bullies. He knows what he can do already, so he's not insecure. You get what I'm saying? When you know what you can do, you don't go around picking on people. So he knows how to weather the storm and let people punch themselves out and push him off. Like, dude, I can hurt you. Get away from me. You know what I mean? So that's why I taught him how to fight, so he can be secure and not a bully. ShowBizz can explain what makes my zone so great, if you don't mind. His timing. If you want me to say one thing, his timing. He reminds me of Vander Holyfield in that sense. And don't forget, you can't get a lot of footage on my zone because he fought outside the state so much. But his timing. Was he a fast fighter? Yeah, he had some good speed. He had some good footwork. He had some good power. He had those things. But his timing, better than Chavez. His timing, kind of like Roberto Duran's timing. Salvador Sanchez, like he even better than Hagler's timing. Hagler was a busy fighter, boxer, puncher. Masvidal's timing was That was everything. But with him being a natural middleweight, I'm not sure if Sugar Ray Robinson could beat him. Yeah, his chin, that's what I'm saying. Sugar Ray Robinson isn't going to knock him out either. I think that that's a huge pill to swallow for Robinson. It is. To throw that on Sugar Ray Robinson, that's a huge pill to swallow. Hagler too. Hagler, that's a huge pill to swallow for Robinson. Huge pill. Well said from a father's point of view about teaching your sons to be prepared to defend themselves. Happy early Father's Day, homie. Love the channel. Hey, much love to you. Who should Broner fight for his 10 million? For his 10 million. I don't think he deserves 10 million. I don't. I think Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. I mean, Adrian the Problem Broner. Jesus. I think Adrian the Problem Broner doesn't deserve 10 million. I think he should work his way up to becoming somebody that you can rely on as fans. I can rely on him to put out his best, to do his best. I don't think he's worth 10 million until the fans believe that he can do his best. You know, no more am I willing to pay for Adrian Broner to talk his way up into a fight and then not perform. Prime David Tua versus Prime Oliver McCall. I got David Tua. David Tua was nasty. Before I go, I want to tell you this. My yard. Ms. Biz owns her own landscaping company. Believe it or not, her and her family. They treat my yard. They do a fantastic job. That's the know-how on that. Yeah, I thought Ali was the GOAT to you. Really? I think he's the greatest heavyweight ever. I never said Ali was the greatest fighter ever. I think Sugar Ray Robinson was. Which woman in the house? Yeah. Ms. Biz, she's an earner for sure. Ms. Biz is an earner. She does well. She doesn't need me. She doesn't need me. Okay? And that's what I like about her. That's what I like about her. I got Mr. Stanley, y'all, from Friday. All right, my people, I'm about to go. It's getting dark, so I'm about to spend some time with my family. Thank you guys for coming out, showing up. I'm going to do a members-only live stream tomorrow. We're going to talk about a whole bunch of things, okay? So if you're a member, be prepared to talk about everything. We talk about a lot of things, philosophies and stuff like that. Thank you guys for coming out. Great questions, and we have a beautiful community. I'm out. He said I'm out. He knew exactly what I was about to say.